the Gullah Geechee, who are Maroons technically in history. Most Maroons had the same history or background dealing with colonial times. So that's pretty much what I know about that a little bit. But so that's why it's
Yeah,
kind of
bro,
surprising.
it's actually true. They're literally the UK. Like, bro, you know, America is literally just the UK in
Yeah.
America. Like, it's actually crazy, like, bro. It's actually crazy.
A lot of people don't know that America's still.
You know what's actually fucked? Sorry to swear. But, like, if you deep it on a deeper scale, like, the British Empire is literally America. Like, that's exactly what it is. Like, but most people, they weren't deeper like that. It was, oh, America, America, America. But America is London, UK. That is literally it, bro. Like, no.
It's 3 city-states in the world. Washington, D.C. is one. That's controlled the military. And then London is the one for the banking. It controls the banking.
Yeah, bro. They're all about their bread, man. They're all about their
In
bread.
Rome is the third one. Rome controls religion. You control those 3 aspects, you control the world.
Religion, you know.
Yeah. That's why so yeah, K real it's not far fetched of what's being said. America never gained its independence from British. That's a historical fabrication that they told us.
Yeah, bro. They just moved in, and then they just started having. Well, obviously they moved in, knocked out the Indians, and then they just built their own civilization, and then they named it York or something. Then they changed it to this, then New York, then whatever. Then they just started building and just. Bro, the British people, they did their big one, man. They did their big one.
And do you know the people who's behind this? You know who they are?
I would say big parts. Them man, like Columbus and that, like, it's just I think it's a series of people. I'm not gonna lie, because it's not just one person. Like, they literally were all fighting for these countries. Like, that's how we have literally, like, the British Empire, colonization, like, all that. Like, these men were all fighting. So bro, it's a bit of everyone, man. I can't lie. It's a bit of everyone. But mostly I'll say the royal family, because they literally run, like, they run, like, on a hierarchy. Like, the UK used to run, like, on, like, kings, queens, and then you have the Pope, and the Pope is close to God, and, like, they had their own hierarchy. And when you go throughout history, like, that's just basically the government today. That's basically what it is.
I was gonna say little hat people.
What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say the little hat people is controlling it.
These are little hat people. Them we call them
The
Masons.
people that wear the little small black hats.
Masons? Popes?
No. Masons wear small black hats.
I don't know. Who has
Little circular hats on the crown of their head.
Oh, them Jewish people.
No, you can't say that.
Sorry. I mean, yeah. People.
Oh, they got tall hats too. They wear tall hats. That's crazy. They sure do wear tall hats too. Yeah. The motherfucking top hats.
Now, why would you say that though? Because even to me,
because they those people had hijacked UK and America and a lot of these nations. So it's actually one group of people that's controlling all this, and they hijacked all these nations. A lot of these WARs ain't real.
They got control of Africa too.
Yeah.
So, like, let me ask you a question. Do you think that stems back to, like, people like the Rothschild family?
No, it's way deeper than that. You know, the Rothschild at the end of the day and BlackRock and all of this, you know, they're just put in front of us so people can, with the conspiracy theorists, you know what they do? When they dig up, they point the finger, oh, that's the Rothschild. That's the BlackRock. Oh yeah, that's the Jews. the Jews.
They the
So, they got a plan on it. Yeah. So they are the people, like everything that's behind the scenes. They're not gonna ever show it to you. We don't even know.
It's true, bro. There's always something else there, and there's always.
But all these groups is one big conglomerate. Even
It's
like
true.
the people that's over in America that got the world believing that we not the real Indians. They're a secret society too. It's called the Order of the Red Man, and they're a whole bunch of pretendians.
What about
They're
the
not really
Arawaks
Indians.
and that
It's
then?
really white T men playing chiefs. They're acting like they're Indian chiefs, but they're not. And these are some of the people that put the images of the lighter skin, stringy hair, quote unquote, Native American that are really at the Baskins that really come from the Alaska area. They don't have nothing to do with the lower United States. We like our people. We represent the Southeast United States, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Louisiana, Texas. We represent all that. Mississippi. We're the Mississippians. We are the same people that built a lot of the pyramids that's in America.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We're the mound builders.
Do you know the Red Man in society? I
But
wouldn't be surprised. A lot of those people.
the light skinned one with the stringy hair, that's the one they got the world believing is the real indigenous Americans. But they just natives.
Yeah, but
We're different from them.
Yeah, they
We're
probably
not the
hire-
same.
They're
They're hybrids.
They're mixed with white people, innit?
They go to like
They
go
mix
to-
with us, Africans and whiteys.
Yeah, but
They mix with all three.
these native like actors, I guess you can say, usually they probably get them from Malaysia, Mongolia.
Yeah,
They
they
be from
go
other
for them
places,
type
yes.
of looking ones, though.
Yes, facts.
They go for the Mongolian. I was even gonna say that they go for them, man. Still, they for that Asian kind of look.
Yeah, a lot of them came over recently too. They don't even have ancient roots. A lot of them families only been here since the late 1800s.
We got somebody in the
Some of
comments,
us
boy Ruben.
that we
So some guy said they are scared of Russia, China, Africa uniting economically. At the end of
we've
the
been
day,
here. We've been here for millions and millions of
Okay,
years
nice.
on this American land.
oh yeah, not even millions. You can go into the billions or the trillions. If you
Yeah,
want to be
really trillions.
No,
But
all
I'm
I
just
know
saying, for
is that
all
black
intents
people
and
are the first ones,
purposes,
mate.
we're gonna at least think millions for all intents and purposes.
Well, we've been here, fam. We've been here for a second.
Yeah, and a lot of people will be like, all the blacks in Africa are African Americans. They're African Americans. Why don't they call Australians Australian Africans? African Australians. Why they don't call the Hawaiians Hawaiian Africans? Why they only do that to us? Because we're the true American Indians, and it's about them stealing our land.
Even when you look at the black people in Asia, they don't call them even African directly. They might say Afro, but they're never going to say African. They're never going to say the name African.
Afro is a hairstyle, anyway.
When you look at the black people in Asia, like in Asia, like the Arabian countries or China, all of those places, they just call them they're native people, by the way, and they still exist in those places. They just don't show them on the media.
Yeah, it's true, bro.
And they push them away
It's
into
true.
foreign islands and literally land masses that nobody inhibits. So literally, when they don't even call them African, they just say Afro-Chinese, for example.
Afro-Chinese, for example. This guy teaches people how to make their first investment in real estate.
Yeah, I'm saying Afro has nothing to do with Africa. That's the point.
Africa, yeah.
They don't.
Ain't got nothing. There's Afro people
I
all
think
over
it's
the
just a
world.
category,
Afro
like-
just a hairstyle. They when they
Yeah,
say
it's a
Afro,
category. Yeah,
they
it's a
mention
category.
in their hair texture.
Because deep it,
That's the
yeah.
point. They don't call any. That's the point. They don't call anybody African directly. They don't call them. They look at the Asian.
They only do that to us, and how we got that term basically reclassified on us because we the only people in the world that has been reclassified repeatedly. We got reclassified. We get reclassified every 30 years in America.
What does that mean?
They change our name.
You know,
Sorry?
even the Afro people, they call them just Afro-Asiatics. Even if
Obama
you're in
just tried to
Asia,
change our name in the 2020s.
So what, bro?
Yeah,
no,
he
I
eliminated the
think that
term
they have another
Negro.
agenda. You know, they want to shift from black and they
So
want to start a new movement called the FBA.
What you
I
about
don't
to
know,
say,
so
but they
Lou?
believe that this.
You had a
I
so
question?
believe that there's a whole
they
plot.
wanted to
I
eliminate
believe.
and replace with what?
Yeah, I believe that the FBA thing is literally a whole plot and that they are building up. And they are seeing right now how people are subscribing to it. But you know, they see that a lot of people in America are subscribing to it. They be like, okay, this FBA thing works. So you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna use the FBA
Yeah, them
as a
just a
way
bunch. Them FBA dudes, they just a bunch
to,
of melanated people that hasn't done their genealogy really, but they know they from America, but they just haven't done their genealogy to know what Indian tribe they really from.
So can I
And a
ask you
lot of
guys a
them are
question,
hoping.
yeah?
A lot of them are hoping to get reparations,
but
which
I believe
ain't
that
coming. Because once you do your genealogy, you're gonna realize that your people wasn't never slaves, and that your
yeah,
people probably owned slaves because you was the landowner.
How
You own the
much?
plantation. We own the plantation. Where my ancestors come from in Alabama, our
no,
town is an abandoned. It's like a rundown town now, but it's
you know,
full of abandoned mansions. The whole
you know,
town is known for abandoned mansions. Whose abandoned mansions are those houses? Whose houses are those?
no, they convince people that going to the plantation is actually a
Yeah,
bad thing. You know, agriculture was, you know, a
yeah.
big thing
That
in
was
America.
that was the employment places of the 19 and 1700s. So if you needed a job, that's where you had to go. You had to go work on the fields.
You know, agriculture is a big thing in America. Always has been.
Yeah, we was growing tobacco,
Yeah.
coffee, a bunch of different
Psychedelics.
items, not just cotton.
Yeah.
So
Like even
so
magical things such as psychedelics. So
how many people do you think, yeah, that are native to America are actually like cool? How many people do you think in America right now are not native to America? Like they came from, I don't know, the region of like some region of
Millions,
Africa somewhere.
millions. Most of the lighter skinned people in America, they're not originally from America. Some of the most of the dark skinned people that's in America that would be considered Black Americans, about 90 to 95% of those people are actually indigenous to America.
Um,
It's a small number of people that came over
Africans
here
that
on
recently came
slave
here in the
ships.
1920s, and
Yeah,
40s, and 50s, and 30s.
exactly. And a lot of
Because now they're
Africans that's from actually Africa that just got here. Like you guys both said y'all just came to America like that. Like this is recent. This is like in the like 80s and the 1990s and the early 2000s that people was allowed to come over here and migrate. Before that, it wasn't
definitely.
a lot of foreigners here.
Yeah. 'Cause my dad was like a captain, right? And he used to like, and what is it called when you're a captain of a ship? And back in the 60s and 50s, when he first came to
a
America,
sailor or something?
my grandfather, when he first came here to America, when he first went to America in the 1950s, there was no such thing as just going on an airplane and migrating to America
Yeah.
to live a better life. You couldn't do that. That started happening in the literally 80s and 90s, maybe the late 70s.
Yeah.
That's when it started to happen.
Yeah, it went big.
You know, and a lot of people from Asia, such as Pakistan, India, all those places came to America, just started dumping their people in over
And
there.
they only bring you guys in to hurt us. Like it's not to actually help you. It's to put us like out of it's basically to erase us. They try to use you guys to replace us.
They have a hierarchical structure. Like this whole thing of letting immigrants in is they want to like put everybody else above the indigenous people of America. So they want to put them at the bottom. And they want to get
What's happening?
like I said, like they have a whole plot for everyone. In
T
America, like,
Corbett. What's happening?
so I believe that this whole FBA thing they're gonna take it to the next level. They're gonna start something new.
T Corbett. What's good?
No, bro. Would you guys recommend living in America then?
Okay.
I mean, in the future, America is a great place to me, in my opinion. So I would definitely visit, but live there, I don't know. No, probably not.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of you, man. You man are just, yeah, man. Anything's popping outside there, mate. Honestly.
Shit, I love America.
No, it's pretty. Like, it's actually a beautiful, like, continent,
America's a
states.
beautiful place.
Yes,
If you,
places, states, places, lovely
yeah, it's a
places, but
beautiful place. But
it's just
just like
the
everywhere else, it has its
guns,
bad parts.
girl.
Just like every country.
No,
Abdul in the
of
comment
course it
section said, "Are
is.
you guys agents?"
Yeah.
Abdul said Mustafa. No, bro, no, it's not agents, man.
Yeah, what's that boy acts all we agents because we know our ancestry.
Agents.
No. Abdul Wahid Mustafa. So
Oh, you talking about what old boy was in the chat? Oh, Wahid, dude. Yeah, a lot of them Pan Africans do be agents.
that old dude that was just on the panel earlier and I dropped him because he ain't know
Oh
who
yeah,
his grandparent was.
no, he's tweeting.
Yeah, I
man.
literally just described him 30 seconds before he came on the panel.
No, he wasn't trying to
He
hear
had
it.
an
He
East
just wasn't
African
trying to hear it.
name. He was West African in his roots. And he was from
got an Arabic
Tennessee.
name though.
Mustafa,
Yeah,
that's an
that's
East
funny.
African name. You know, Mustafa, that's an East African name. Abdul, that's an Arabic name.
it
Wahid is
is.
also literally a Muslim name. It is one of the 99
Yeah.
names of Allah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I was raised Muslim. That's why I laughed when you was talking about I know who I am. I'm African, but you sitting here with an Arabic name and you don't know who your fourth and fifth grandparents are. But you talking about some ancestors when they are your ancestors and you really don't know them.
Yeah, he was saying it like it's bare distant, fam. Like, I don't think he thinks they're real people. Like he thinks they're just some.
You know, that's what miseducation has
man.
done to people. You know, that's the system. That's
But this
set
is
up.
but this is what we mean though about the older generation failed a lot of the younger folks because he's an older person and you should know who your great grandmama is, bro. Like and your great grandmama, and you should have told your people. But a person like that never told.
I feel sorry for his grandchildren.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
They
saying.
got
well,
the super loss.
A lot of his
well,
kids, he ain't never passed down information to his family and kids, and he left it. Now his kids believing that they probably African or something. You feel me? And that's how the indoctrination go.
Yeah.
All
Mhm.
because the older folks
When
forgot
they
who they
teach
was.
people, you know, when they teach Americans, you know, that you just came from Africa, they don't just teach them that. They teach them that their history in America started in slavery. That's
yeah,
all.
bro. Oh, did they make
all
you
they
guys
teach
watch
them.
Roots? Have you guys seen Roots? Bro,
Roots is
they
all right.
love to slap on the Roots, man, when they start talking about
That's their
the
favorite
history.
go-to story. That's
Nah,
their
man.
favorite
Yeah,
go-to
exactly.
story.
They literally use that
The
to literally
Kunta
demoralize
Kinte,
the
fam.
young
They
people.
love a Kunta Kinte, bro.
And the funny thing about that is Kunta Kinte is an indigenous American word. It means whistling beaver. It's Choctaw. So they had a so-called African man with an
Kunta.
American Indian name as an African slave playing in people's face, and folks don't know it.
They just did that on Black Panther. Wakanda is in America. Wakanda's in Kansas.
Yeah,
In
we got
what?
like we got 20 Wakandas in America. We got like 20 of them.
instead of slavery, they should say that there was war happening, an active war of people trying to take over.
Bro, they been fighting, bro. It took
Yeah,
bro, it
still-
took them
to this
man
day.
like 4 or 5 times to like get through Nigeria, like parts of Africa. Like, it took, bro.
No, I'm
These
talking.
white people were.
No, you know why they call
fighting.
certain countries land? Because they literally landed on there. Like I'm
Yes,
talking, they
bro.
had missionaries on payroll, and not
They were
with money, but
fighting
like they
them.
had missionaries. They were they were sent there to literally unalive. And do
Yeah,
as
bro.
much
They
damage.
listen, bro. They was not playing, man. Nah, man. They
And
was
they cut a
not
deal.
playing.
You know, they cut a deal, and they wanted America. There's a reason why every ancient empire in the world that was outside of America, they had they wanted something to do with America. They wanted to have some part of America. They wanted some kind of something out of America.
Talking about they discover. They didn't discover nothing.
In
man.
America, you know, they introduced people to like what is it called? Crops, South America, things such as psychedelics, all of that stuff. So
Bro, we probably knew about that already, man. They probably just saw it and then they're like, "Oh, what's this? What's this?" Let me try some of that. Oh, yeah, let me get that, bro. Snatch, gone.
yeah, there was trade going on, and Americans were helping everybody at that time. Once upon a time, they were helping everyone. They were doing trades with everyone. Just
Yeah,
like
they
the
were
United
doing a
States.
lot of trading. They was.
And
They
that's
was
why we
doing
be
a lot of
trying to
trading.
teach the truth about everything,
was,
because
man.
we literally helped the world
It's true.
multiple times.
It's true. You did, man.
What's happening, Pablo?
Even the Aksum Empire, or what you call Ethiopia, they had a relationship with America. So, and Americans actually helped and gave them crops and also a lot of other things. A lot of the people from America, sometimes people fall in love and have kids, and some people do have that bloodline. But also, if you look at in East Africa, also the Zela part, you can go, hold on, everybody, and go look this up. By the way, Zela. Zela is a part of literally northern Somalia, or what you consider Somaliland, which was part of the Ottoman Empire, and they consider
No,
themselves
the
enemies of them.
Ottomans.
Yeah, they consider themselves enemies of literally the Arabs, even though they own literally they controlled Zela. They
Wasn't
they
they
own that
doing the
territory.
same thing though, bro?
No, the Ottoman Empire and the Arabians were enemies. You know what they did to each other in history? They
Yeah.
hated each other. So.
Ain't the Ottomans like the Ottoman Turks, bro? Like
Oh
the
yeah, the
Turkish
Turks
people.
and besides, you know
Oh, they're all. I can't lie, they're all the same. I'm not gonna lie.
you see that's the reason. That's the reason why people should
So the
just because.
Ottoman Empire started in like North Africa first, and then it went over there to the Turks.
They just all of them were just
Yeah,
tweaks. They were all
besides, no,
tweaking.
they hated each other. Like there was a lot of, you know, when you look into like historically, when you look at what they did to each other, it was horrific. Like they hated each other, even though, you know, that's why it's so important to look at the person's bloodline, not to just look at their phenotype and say, okay, he's a black man with dark skin with afro hair, so that means that they are similar and they kind of same. Let's accept you. You don't know where this person comes from. That's how people get tricked.
Yeah,
That's how a lot of people got tricked back in the day. So you gotta be careful.
What's that in Jacoma?
Yeah. Cruise again with the listening to this all this information, especially about that story, Eli.
You said the story of Eli?
Yeah, you know, and I looked it up a little bit, like I was sort of testing up some bit detail I'm to go to, but I've only got this iPhone, bit of an old cunt, but myself that is, with carrying a few wounds. But you know, where the hell was I? Sorry. Said too much and know the same thing that I was talking about. But anyway, like I was watching a reel that comes up on my line on TikTok, and one of the reels says that the DNA here is more ancient than anything on Earth.
Jack, where you from, Jack? You sound like you Australian. Oh, New Zealand. Okay, yes. Hey, shout out to New Zealand.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Shout back to you guys. Having a good time or what? Knocking that weather around?
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, it's good.
The weather's pretty crap here. It's raining.
Yeah, well, we're fortunate, I suppose, us too. Us Kiwis not getting it too bad at the moment.
Yeah, not really getting the sun.
It bloody burns, eh?
I love the sun, man. I love the burn.
Yeah, you were saying that the DNA is older over here?
No, these Maori dudes that must have landed from, like I thought we generated from South America originally, but some of the DNA they've mixed with is even more ancient than, like it might be off another planet. Yeah, that type of stuff. Just it's only a thought, hey.
And the original people came up from South America.
That's what I thought. Yes, because that was the first land up, and so we even look like them, you know. And some of those guys that you had on this morning, that were what we call those again, hybrids.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's running through the Pacific hard now.
Talking about right here.
Those profiles and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking, geez, that looks a bit like me. Yeah. And that looks like someone else I know. Yeah,
you said one of these look like you?
Yeah, one at the left. The young fella.
The young one in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they say that he is a Tamil Malay Asian.
Oh yes, over there in Sri Lanka.
Okay. New Zealand.
That's where those Tamils are, aren't they? Because King Charles been trying to wipe them out.
You said King Charles had wiped them out?
He's trying to kill them.
King Charles from England.
Yeah. There's about 2,000 atrocities, and he's supposed to be pulled in for them.
I'm not surprised, man.
Because I think he's the leader of the Islamic Church too, eh?
I don't know if he was Islamic.
King Charles? Are you sure
Yeah,
you
he,
mean
he loves them.
Are you talking about King James or King Charles, like the new one?
The new one, yeah.
The one that's like half dead, the old one. King Charles.
This one, yeah, the atrocities.
What did he do?
Reported it. He's
He
been trying to wipe the Tamri out of Sri Lanka.
Oh, he did something in Sri Lanka.
He was trying to wipe them out.
Oh yeah, I think I heard something about that. I'm not surprised, to be honest. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, well, that's the last blue blood, eh?
Yeah, they take the piss, man. Well, he's dead anyway, so we don't have to worry about him. So.
Who's that?
They all crazy.
Okay, right, cool.
Oh, Carlos, where can you find that document? Oh,
what document?
This one on the panel. The racial mixtures in Sweden. That one.
What I got is archives.org.
Archive.
Let's talk about the different hybrids in history.
Yeah, well, I used to go blue on the sideline watching rugby if I got cold.
You say you used to go blue?
Yeah, my skin went blue.
What undertone?
It's a bit fucked up now.
Wait a minute. Did you say your skin was blue?
Yeah.
No, my blood used to turn blue. And then it looked like I was turning blue.
Oh, yeah. There was a guy on YouTube actually with a condition where he had blue skin. I don't know where I saw it.
Well, he was drinking some weird stuff.
It's a whole family.
Yeah.
There's a whole family called the Fugates. The Fugates of Kentucky.
They were eating some weird something to make them blue, and they were just going crazy with it. Like they were just eating everything.
Is that where the term blue blood comes from? Like blue blood? Like blue blood? Is that real in humans? Like blue blood?
Don't know.
Well, I was getting cold, and then I went blue. And then I started running around because I was going to play a game of rugby. And then I warmed up a bit, but I was still blue. Because I'm a Maori from New Zealand, like, I'm Māori. And
oh yeah, I know about the Maoris.
Yeah. Well, that's what we are, Māori people alive. Life. That's what I mean. Yeah. So no, I since yesterday, and I heard that guy talking about the Book of Eli. So I checked it out, and they took that out for because there's great reputation of who we think the creator is. In my mind, because he's a blind guy, and he has to use Braille to do most things 10 times better than me, or 100 times better than me. So, in that manner, he could put things together just through being in the room, but he couldn't see. That's right. Is that right? That's the story. Eh? That's how it goes.
Shit, I don't know.
Don't you think that your accent sounds similar to a British accent, Jackhammer?
Yeah. Well,
don't you think it's funny how we sound so similar? You guys we literally all the same, but we're not. I don't mean we're the same, but like.
And that's what I'm saying. We all speak in English, but it's 3 different versions.
Yeah,
y'all ain't noticing that?
Yeah, like don't you think that's crazy, bro? Like I'm there posh, and then he's got like a little twang, and then American people they just got like a twang, and then we all just
like yesterday. Some guy was talking about Canada's done better than America.
Canada.
Yeah, they retaliated against the government, and that's what America has to do too.
Wait, I swear the French got Canada.
Yeah, they do.
And I swear they speak. I didn't know until the other day, like that some people actually speak French in Canada. Like,
Yeah,
that's
no,
crazy.
I found that out when I was a young kid.
Yeah, they just made it sound like they were just
Yeah,
English speaking. Like it was an
didn't
English speaking
yeah.
country.
Well,
Nah,
yeah,
so like,
Aren't there some people
so
from
like,
Sweden there as well? Like,
so like here in
that's Sweden.
America, so like here, so here in America and Canada, like when we go to
Same.
school, they either we either can learn Spanish or French. Spanish and French is pretty much like the main second languages that most of us,
same,
or most people speak over here. Not
same,
all of
same.
us, you know.
I
That's
mean, French. Also, the French colonized a lot of countries. So if you go to
Yeah,
even
who
a lot
they
of places,
who
you'll find countries that speak.
they did their big one. The French
yeah,
and the British and the Portuguese, the Portuguese. Oh, the
yeah,
Yeah.
Portuguese.
yeah.
Oh,
Louisiana got a good French accent, and they still use,
Louisiana.
yeah, and they use French
Hey,
words sometimes.
what about Haitian? Do you know a lot about Haiti then? Like in terms of
Yeah.
Haitian French people.
Yeah, I'm part Haitian. Yeah, we have French dialects. French is a second language that we learn outside of Haitian Creole, which is just like a Ebonics version of
It's more
Latin.
slang, isn't it? It's like more of a. I prefer Haitian over French because it sounds like nicer. Like it just sounds like French sounds like English and Haitian is like American. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes sense. I get what you're saying.
Like a twang. Like
I'm saying in 5-0, you came back into the live, bro. I thought you left. Agent 5-0. The guy with the East African name, but he's a
he
West African
gone,
descendant.
bro, he gone.
But he used to be an Indian.
Hanging out
Shit.
somewhere.
Man, but I ain't really want nothing tonight, y'all. I just wanted to come in and rock out with y'all. I just got off work. I'm probably about to shut it down and get me some shut out though. This is 1 o'clock Eastern time.
Boy, you know it's 5:55 in the UK right now.
That's crazy.
Let's make a wish, bro. It's 5:55.
6 p.m. here.
It's how what the time is?
6 o'clock, but we're an hour ahead because of daylight savings.
Damn, daylight savings already?
Yeah, over here.
That's wild. Our daylight savings don't hit till November.
What's
This
that,
is
sir?
This is our summer over here, or it might be a bit
Yeah.
earlier.
Daylight savers.
Is that so? When daylight savings is for the UK?
What is that, sir?
Y'all don't have a daylight savings?
What is that?
It's when you set the clocks back an hour.
Bring,
Oh no, yeah, we already set it
bring
back, bro. We set it back like
your head and
2
then
months
be
ago.
back.
It's dark. It gets dark very quick now. Like it's getting bright now, and it's like 5 in the morning. It's getting bright.
They got
Yeah.
all of us on a different time schedule. That's crazy.
Bro, that's even crazy to me as well. How the time zone is different. Like it makes sense, but like it's just crazy how all our time zones are different. The
Yeah,
clocks, everything.
time with the other side of 12 hours is over in Russia.
Yeah, like
It's exactly our time over there in the morning.
Mm.
But it won't be daylight savings, though. It'll be an hour back again.
yeah.
That's wild. Y'all done already had y'all daylight savings. That's wild.
Yes, we did, ma'am. Like 2 months ago, for me anyway.
That's crazy. We all late. But, I'm about to go ahead and shut it down, though, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow.
Stay blessed, stay blessed.
All right. Y'all be easy.
In a bit.
Good night. Good morning.